guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was going to title this, I thought it was going to be new moon messages because I thought we were fixing to have a new moon, but actually today is 8/18, 8/18, and we don't have a new moon until the 27th. So I'm not sure what this is going to be titled, but I just know that I needed to come do a pick a card. Okay, I am being drawn before you guys pick group 1, group 2, or group 3 to advise. This is on the bottom of the deck. Meadow with vulnerability. There's an emergence here. Dragonflies might be of significance to somebody. If dragonflies is resonating, there's probably a message in each group for you, okay? But we've got vulnerability and forgiveness because I'm not even using this deck in this pick a card, and this was sticking up out of the deck, so I was prompted to grab it. Yeah, for somebody here, it's okay to forgive. It's okay. You might have people around you saying, how could you give them another chance? How could you? I'm sorry if you hear my honey in the background, he's asleep. He's moaning or mumbling or talking or something. But anyways, he might start snoring too here in a little bit. He's really good at that. But don't let outside people make you feel bad or guilty for wanting to forgive and wanting to start fresh in something, okay? This is essential. This is part of our soul growth. This is part of our evolvement. You know, a lot of things are going to be coming up for you guys. And maybe that's why I thought I was going to be doing a new moon read, is because these things are leading up to the new moon and what's going to happen for you in your new moon phase. Paying attention to the cycles and what phase the moon is in. Right now it's a waning gibbous today. Illumination is at 57%. So waning is the phases when we're coming away from a full moon, and waxing is after the new moon. Okay, anyways, I just had to put that in there, so I trust it gets to whomever it needs to get to and whomever will see it. Also, I'm going to cut the deck. Harmony and music. Yeah, music is going to help. Music is meditation for you. Music is fucking medicine for some of you. And not just listening to music, but like playing an instrument. You might be really drawn to pick up an instrument or try your hand at the flute, just came to mind, so you might be wanting to play the flute. But for group 1, we've got a rabbit. The rabbit card, the hare, and the oak. So maybe oak trees have been resonating for you. And then for group 2, we have the elk and ash tree with strength. And then for group 3, the bobcat and blackthorn with patience. I did pre-shuffle, and I'll probably pull from other decks as we go through these. But I'll be right back for group 1. Alright, group 1, let's see what we've got for you. If I lighten it, it's too light. If I darken it, it's too dark. So, anyways, the hare and the oak, new opportunities. But also, I'm being drawn to the acorns. So, there's an app called Acorns. You might have been getting that, seeing the ad for the Acorns app, and I think it's about like finances, something to do with like it's a money app, not like Cash App, but something about like saving. Storing away for the winter is coming to mind. Also, right before I started, I was drawn to get a card from this deck, and we were just talking about the moon, so it says appreciate the moon, to calm and center yourself, or to simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight, absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. This is probably something you guys have already been doing. Studying the moon, studying the phases, working with the moon, incantations, spells. Let's see what these other 2 cards are. Bashfulness, the possum and the peony. I'm playing possum. And the trout and lily purification. So this next moon phase coming up is going to be bringing you out of your shell extensively, group 1. I'm really liking this for you guys already. I like it a lot. Bringing you out of your shell. I don't know where to put these right now, but anyways. You could have been fishing for trout lately, or you might have seen a possum or a rabbit. You might want to look up what lily of the valley is, what if it's if there's medicinal properties behind it. And then of course we have peony as well. Bashfulness, there might be something, maybe you were one of those who just like to play possum just so you didn't have to interact. Like, what's that movie, City Slickers? Where the tall guy with the glasses, is his name Norm? I don't remember, but Norm just came to mind. But anyways, he pretends he's asleep so he doesn't have to interact with his hateful wife. So I don't know, that guy just popped into my head. So maybe you're one to watch City Slickers, but yeah, that's a pretty funny movie. They're all really funny movies, really good movies. Okay, quite a few cards came out for you on this note, so if there's nothing else, we'll move on to the other cards. Synergy, Green Man. Creation and Dream Time. Oh yeah. Generations, Ancestors, Cave and Sanctuary, Ebb and Flow, Purification, Ebb and Flow. So in this alone time that you're purifying your ancestral patterns. Something within your DNA has been healing, but also it's going to be igniting. You're literally making room in your DNA for new energy to come in, new creative energy. And this is essentially, like I said, it's going to bring you out of your shell. You're not going to be a wallflower. You're not going to be so bashful or, worry about whether people like you or not. And it's really going to help you with this going with the flow and just letting things happen, because we've got synergy at the one end and ebb and flow at the other. And so also paying attention to your dreams. Your ancestors could be visiting you in your dreams. You could be having a dream about caves or mountains or the ocean or snakes. A few times myself, I've dreamt of handprints being all over it. Once I dreamt of a white horse with handprints all over it, and then I've dreamt a few other times of handprints like on people and stuff. And the people I don't even know in this lifetime. There's a snake right here. There's a turtle. You might be, I don't remember what the name for it is, but when you see faces, when you can see faces and stuff, like the clouds or whatever, maybe you see a face here. I'm going to read the Green Man to you. Green Man is Earth's vegetation personified. Although he has many variations, this card depicts a more subtle and embedded representation. Okay, hold on. Here we go. You have the advantage of incredible synergy at this time. A flow of life is guiding you where things just seem to fall into place. As you move about your business, you are in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit, as your will is aligned with the will of spirit. Your will is aligned with your ancestors, because they're smack dab in the middle of this. And your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose. When this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life force is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. And yeah, they're all outside here. They all have something to do with being outside, except that one, of course. There is also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or ego. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies of your ego and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In In this cycle, tune into that guidance however it shows up, and you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. And what also came to mind was maybe you're healing. You know, you come from a long line of people being shy or bashful, and you're starting to heal that. Or also, you might have a kiddo that you've noticed is very bashful and shy also, and you might be trying. Don't force that, okay? They'll heal, and things will move how they're supposed to when they're supposed to for that situation, okay? Put you right here with all the others. Okay. And I don't remember if I mentioned you could be dreaming of the ocean. You could be dreaming of like strange things occurring, being outside. Maybe you're dreaming that you're asleep on the ground, or you're in a tree, or you're like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of thing. You could be dreaming that you're a fairy too. I think you're visiting these realms. If that's the case, you're really visiting those realms. You could be dreaming of dragons as well. Okay, if this is not happening for you yet, and you're not really remembering your dreams, your ancestors will be calling to you through your dreams, because this is reminding me of an ancestor with this card here. Yeah, listen for that call. See this big thing, and she's like, yeah, what's that? I hear you. Or, you know, if you need to, if you're having a hard time deciphering or seeing the signs that you know you should be getting right now from your ancestors, tell them to be a little louder about it. You know, all we have to do is say so. Like, I need you to be more clear, or if you're feeling too overwhelmed by the energy around you after the sun goes down, you can say, can we turn this down? Can you help me clear my aura? You know, whatever it is. But you're making progress in this. There's immense progress. You might feel like there's not, but it's going to be a very fast forward movement. And your attitude of gratitude is really helping the cause too. If you find yourself resisting ebb and flow, go into your inner sanctuary and just start listing things that you're grateful for, and this will help bring you back to center, group 1. Also, you can go out and meditate with the moon. Let's see what the back of these says. Listen to your wise self. Your ancestors are speaking to you through your intuition also, not just your dreams. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. You're going to be, you have progress in following this. You'll be charging forward. Be willing to make mistakes. Like, oh well, yeah, so what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. That's that. I learn better. I learn new. I learn different ways of doing it next time. Or I'll go to something else. Say thank you. Experience the joy of acknowledging others. This is always a big thing for me. I'm really big about please and thank you. Mind your fucking manners. But also, if you notice these little gifts or these synchronicities or signs from your ancestors, let them know. Say, yes, thank you, I see you, I hear you. Acknowledge them, okay? Because they don't always, they get the gist of everything, but they're not in the know of everything at all times, okay? Is there anything else here for group 1 that they need to know? There's a need to create a sacred space for them or yourself. This could be an altar for them, maybe putting a chair in front of that altar and meditating with the altar. You're charging forward and stripping these illusions though, and they're here to help you strip certain illusions, because fear is a very big ego-based illusion, and that's all I have to say on that one. And don't worry, because it's all good. No matter what's going on within your dynamics right now, it's all good. It's all going to be good. Whoa, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit that if that was really loud for you. I just hit this freaking microphone. Speaking your truth. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. And this is part of the ebb and flow. If you have a hard time speaking truth, call upon Archangel Gabriel, okay? And then confusion, growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through uncertainty. So you could be feeling a lot of confusion, a lot of inner chaos, a lot of inner turmoil right now. And this is where we need to get alone, disconnect, put our phones down, disconnect from that energy, actively say, because our phones hold a lot of energy within it because of all the social media platforms we interact with and we scroll on a daily, right? We check our email, we check Facebook and Instagram, and it's needing to like just cleanse, pure cleanse from it, and just laying there and letting stuff come to you and try not to worry about things, but ask those ancestors for help in this time, and they will show you, they will lead you towards what you need to see. And some of it might be something you don't want to deal with, you don't want to see or know, but we've got, okay, 36 breaks down to 9, 27 breaks down to 9, and 18 breaks down to 9, 999. There's huge fucking completion, and this could be on one big major cycle in your life that you've noticed in your family dynamics or friendship or around money or whatever, or it's an end to 3 small cycles that occur for you in your life. This new moon is going to be a new time to rest, rejuvenate, recharge, replenish. And then whenever you come out of it, you're not going to be bashful about speaking your truth. It's going to be very synergistic, it's going to be so easy. You're going to blow your own mind, group 1. I just can't wait for you, honestly. You're going to blow your own mind, and it's for the betterment, because you know you're going to be speaking from heartfelt intention, and you know what you say is true or what you see is true, and you're like, I'm gonna keep, taking the motions and taking the steps because I can feel it. I can feel you, group 1, that you want to. You want to be able to have that confidence within yourself and not be like, well, what if I'm wrong in what I'm seeing? What if I'm wrong in how I'm reading the situation? So fucking what? At least you get it out there, and then that gives the other people their turn, for interaction, and then you'll see that it's not as bad. It's all good, that it'll end up not being as bad as what you think it is. This is all I have for you, group 1. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. Love and light. Alright, group 2, for those of you that chose this sweet little elk card, he kind of reminds me of my big old dog Tank. Just very quiet and sweet demeanored, right? So I have a card here. I pulled for group 1, so I decided to pull for group 2, and it says forgive yourself, and we have strength. So group 2, you're being given the strength leading up to this new moon, or maybe you just cycled out of it from the full moon, to forgive yourself for some instances. Grounding is very essential at this time, but it says don't become a hostage to the past by berating yourself for your choices. Make amends, forgive your own shortcomings, and keep moving toward a beautiful future. This is what the ancestors came out in group 1, and I feel like that could be the message for you too, is from your ancestors or your angels or a passed on loved one. Whomever comes to mind or whatever comes to mind, that's right for you, okay? Don't doubt what's coming in. So I was drawn to read the book meaning for this card, though, and it says, you are called to gather your strength ahead of a challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame any unruly elements that try to derail you. And for those of you, if it was in reversed, it says you may feel overwhelmed in the face of a challenge that seems impossible to overcome. And that could be forgiving yourself over these shortcomings. Call on the spirit of the elk and the ash. Ask to be reminded of your own strength. And then questions you could ask yourselves is, am I prepared to face upcoming challenges? And how does inner strength differ from outer strength? And what situations call for each? Elks are colossal creatures crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. They are symbols of strength and endurance. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy and resolute, able to flourish even in the harsh environments. So group 2, you guys are extremely strong, way stronger than you give yourself credit for. And you you have overcome a lot of difficult terrain in your life. You have a lot of endurance underneath your belt too. And if you're having a hard time and if you're struggling with forgiving yourself, ask your team, your higher self, to give you the endurance and the strength to get through it. Let's see what these other two cards are. The Hound and the Pear. There's this need, maybe you've been craving pears, or you forgot you like pears. If you've been prompted to eat a little healthier, Loyalty, strength, loyalty, a lot of earth sign coming in. And the Cayman and poppy flowers, dreams. So group 1 also got a card that said dream time, so you might want to check that one out too. Please keep in mind these are general reads, okay? There's a lot of different people's different energies that come in, so it'll resonate on a whole level for some, and for others it only resonate bits and pieces. For those who only resonate with bits and pieces of these each pile, you're probably needing to watch all 3. Paying attention to your dreams though. Actually, they want me to get that card too, so let me do that real quick. Okay. A dream of yours is about to come true. Stay still yet alert like the Cayman, and at the right moment, seize the opportunity with relish. And you could be needing to forgive yourself for a potential past, a missed opportunity in past instances. Questions to ask yourself: what have I dreamt about recently, and how can I make my dreams a reality? If the card's in reverse, your head is in the clouds. Instead of dwelling in fantasy, think about the practical steps you can take to achieve your wildest dreams. And then also the loyalty card is talking about a friendship that is flourishing. Your kindness and loyalty have been noted, and your friend definitely appreciates you, even though you might feel like, I know sometimes we really harp on the fact, well, they didn't even act like they appreciated it. They didn't even say thank you. They don't even realize the extent that I'm going to go pushing away everything else for them and yada, yada, yada. No, they don't realize it. They don't realize, in previous instances, they didn't realize how loyal and kind and caring you are, and how much your strength helps endure them as well. But they're starting to realize this, okay? It's really starting to flourish. You're going to start getting, accolades just came to mind. I don't even know what accolades is. Is it like awards, recognition, appreciation? People previously were undermining your value, the friendship, and it's starting to come out like, you're getting more appreciation. It might come to a spot where it might make you like blush. And then also the other meaning for this card says, you may be harshly or irrationally judging those closest to you. While you might feel undeserving of kindness or friendship, this life is too difficult to face alone. Accept companionship and avoid lashing out at those who care for you. And also, so this might be where that comes into forgiving yourself for lashing out at previous instances, because now in certain circumstances you realize that they were really coming from a place of loyalty and strength and whatever it was that upset you. I had to get up and turn the light off since my honey's over here trying to snooze. He worked another overnight shift, so if you saw it get dark, that's why. Okay, so we've got reflect here. Yeah, there's been a lot of reflection, it feels like, for you, group 2. And there's this needing, you needing to go down here, go down these stairs and go into the water and cleanse and purify and forgive yourself and wash away all that past stuff. And I would like to point out there is a brilliant blue butterfly on her head right here. And it's like you're having clear knowing and clear seeing at this time as well. Help. And this card was talking about friends, so don't be afraid to reach out and ask your friends for help, okay? Something about playing an instrument as well. And then we have magnificence, comforting yourself, being gentle and soft and sweet to yourself. What do you desire for yourself? What are you daydreaming about? What great things do you want to bring into your life? You are worthy and you are deserving, and you need to forgive yourself so you can raise that vibration in that 2552 on the timer as I say this. Own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. And also, I was going to point out here, this looks like a stage. And it's like she's this little thing on stage in front of so many people, but in her mind she's bigger than what they see, and that's okay. Some people take it as arrogance and they don't understand what confidence really means and really loving ourselves. You might be feeling like you might feel guilty for putting yourself first and putting your needs and wants first and trying not to appease others, but that's okay because you're working through that, okay? Just forgive yourself. Don't feel guilty or ashamed for wanting alone time or needing alone time. It's normal, disconnecting from everyone and everything. Reflecting on the previous help, maybe for those that need to forgive the person, now you're realizing they were really just trying to help and they had your best interest at heart. Homecoming. You're coming home to yourself, group 2. There's 2 more cards here. Let's see. A homecoming for community as well. And the need to take up space. I feel like that's what you're doing right now, is you're holding space for those around you. Excuse me. We have, hold on, let me read the messages on the backs of these real quick. Keep your eyes open. Joy lives in small spaces. So for some of you, you guys are really, excuse me again, really becoming grateful over the little things that we would normally take for granted in this life. You're seeing the magnificence and the beauty within it all. You're finding this in solitude. In solitude, peace prevails. Very similar message for group 1. Ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. So when somebody says, well, let me help you, let me do this for you, I don't mind at all. They mean it. They truly mean it. And maybe you're that person that says, let me help you, let me do this, let me do that. Maybe you're always one to put yourself out there and really put forth effort and really be gung-ho in helping people. So there could be this sense of needing to step back and do some reflection and solitude and grounding work. Radiance. Yeah, look how, your sacral chakra, that's what you've been healing, group 2. There is radiance in it, receiving help. You're going to feel really good about this. And look, the grounding tree. So if you're having a hard time with certain aspects, you feel confused, discombobulated, having a hard time remembering your dreams, or even trying to figure out, I don't even know what I want in life, that's okay too. Go outside, get into nature, and meditate, contemplate, reflect, ask for assistance, be open to hearing what they have to say. Softly, softly, the tender touch. And that's what I said here, was being gentle with yourself, forgiving yourself for those shortcomings. It's okay, all is well. And if you need to, cry the fuck out. There's no shame in crying at all. No shame in crying. There are 2 more cards here that popped up. So we've got, yeah, you're slowly painting yourself back to life, group 2. Like, the monkey's no longer on your back. He's over here helping you. He's helping you. And, yeah, be open to receiving that help that you've been asking for. Be open to receiving it. And also something about ayahuasca is coming to mind. Peyote. Another number 9 card. Group 1 had 3 9s. There's 7 and 9 here. Wow, these are beautiful cards. I forget how pretty some of these cards are. What else can you tell us? Forgiveness. Second card, group 2. This one. Transformation. Yeah, you're going through this transformation. Maybe you were hard to accept help from people, or even ask for help, or even not even just asking like people around you, but you were maybe a little stubborn in asking your spirit team for help, or hey, thanks guys for cleansing my energy field, or whatever. Maybe you're a little, oh well, I don't need that. I don't need that. Whatever. So now it's a transformation in that aspect of receiving the purification and the cleansing. It's like you're going to be craving it, craving to do it in the morning and craving to do it at night before bed. You can do this with a shower too. Home is where the heart is, right? You're coming home to yourself, group 2. Did I say that earlier? This card looks like, 2 cards, okay. Yeah, there's emotional release here, and I was seeing that with this rain cloud right here. Don't beat yourself up. If you need to, go into solitude to do this emotional release. But there's you're developing a lot of your stuff psychically well also in this solitude. And then we've got healing energy, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a handprint in there. Group 1 had handprints as well. Changes are coming. And stripping illusions. Group 1 got that card too. Pull another card. Yeah, there's immense growth. Also, group 1 had a card with acorns and such on it, so yeah, you definitely might want to look at group 1. There's immense growth in your psychic development. And there's, okay, for those of us who are really into the spiritual aspect and our psychic gifts and abilities and wanting to help others and help heal and everything, we're having to shed some things in our lives in order to evolve into this. And that's exactly what you're doing, is you're shedding and you're releasing, you're forgiving, you're transforming, and you're growing. You're very strong. And then new beginnings within the household. Some of you could be moving completely different places. New home, maybe that moving out of that apartment into a bigger townhome. Maybe you're moving from a duplex, or maybe you're venturing out on your own, moving away from parents and getting a small apartment on your own. You're releasing false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are eliminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. So I feel like that's what you guys are definitely doing, and forgiving yourself. It's possible. This one. Oh, I accidentally grabbed those, so maybe all of these are for you guys. I apologize. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. And that's what you guys are doing. You're facing healing and releasing, but it's all going to start facing the same direction. Even though you feel like some things are going round and round, like this isn't a complete spiral right here, right? It's broken up. There's missing pieces to it. There's spaces, and it's like the part where it's not connected are the parts that you've healed and released in your generational patterns and such. Distorted perceptions. Reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Exactly. You're healing those generational beliefs, the ancestral trauma, but also, like, there could be certain religious beliefs that were passed down, a religion that you're healing from. The distorted perception was causing misalignment. The false beliefs was causing misalignment. Awakening to your inner life. Your inner light is a garden to be cultivated. Waking up to that cosmic wisdom within you, group 2. Ooh, you guys. Wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. And again, how many cards are we talking here about false beliefs and distorted perceptions? And you'll be responding, not reacting. Number 9 here. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. And voice, being a voice. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Just like, it's group 1, I guess. God dang, hold on. No, it's you, okay? Like I said, you're taking center stage right now, group 2. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. You are here to help others in their misalignments and their distorted perceptions. You're here to help speak that truth and be that voice. This has come through before, like, what if you speaking your truth, and even though it may upset somebody or ruffle some feathers or anger someone or hurt their feelings, but you speaking your truth on the matter could be what is needed for them to activate their emotional releases and their forgiveness within themselves, activating their healing. But you have definite new beginnings coming, group 2. This is all I have for you. Love and light. I posed that on 3737. Look here, group 3, last but not least. Patience. I was super drawn to pull out of this deck. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So, 2 validations. You are on the right path, and there's this need to be patient about your happiness. You might be feeling, well, okay, when am I going to get through these cycles? When am I going to feel joy and happiness again? It's in process. This new moon could be bringing it in. I've got like hair stuck to my face or something. Good God. Group 3. And I pulled from this deck for the others. Practice self-soothing. You have the power to comfort yourself when you are upset. Place your hand gently over your heart. Send yourself unconditional love to ease tension and frustration. You might be seeking happiness from outside sources too. The need to go within, find it on the inside, because if you're not happy with yourself, if you're insecure, you have low self-esteem, no matter how many things you buy, no matter how much money you spend, or whatever the cause may be, it's not going to heal that for you. You have to find it within yourself. I'm feeling drawn to get another card. You're going to be reclaiming your power. Do not give your power away to anyone. Say to yourself, I am strong and capable. I can approach this situation with confidence and skill. So again, this is stemming over from group 2 about voicing truth and being the voice to others. It's gonna, a conversation needs to be had. And also group 2 had this as well. Focus on gratitude. Don't wait for a crisis to happen. Be grateful for your life today. Focus on what you have to be thankful for. You guys have quite a few cards today. Or maybe this is what you've already been doing, quieting your mind and practicing your soothing. Overthinking a problem is not the key to any door. Take a few breaths to still your inner chatter. Let yourself just be for a while. Also, caffeine will fuel these. It fuels the inner chatter. So this is you're helping to identify your emotional triggers, though, instead of also like the sense of not pointing fingers and laying blame to other people for how you feel about certain things, or how they made you feel by them voicing their truth on matters. We absorb the emotions of others that remain unhealed in ourselves. Notice your triggers such as anger and fear and gently begin to heal them. So notice that whatever is being triggered within you, this person is mirroring you as well. It's reflecting back at you. It's something within yourself. You can handle this, though. Okay, so group 3, you're fixing to start mirroring people. You can handle it. It's not fun, let me tell you that. I'm just going to be up fucking front with you right now. It's not fun to mirror other people, but once you realize that's what's happening, you can kindly say, well, why am I upsetting you? Why is that bothering you so badly? Why did I just trigger the shit out of you? Don't point fingers at me. Go within and figure it out. Ask your team. Go look at a tarot read or something. Seek out outside, at least outside guidance and suggestions. The marten and the foxglove, mischief. So sometimes being impatient can cause us to be a little mischievous, I feel, probably. Upheaval, the vulture, and asphodel, whatever those are. So we've got, he looks like a weasel, right? And we have vultures and weasels, essentially. So something within your circle, your dynamics is, maybe that's how you're seeing the person, is weaselly. I feel like this is between a group of 4, though, since there's 4 dolphins here. And then we were talking about mirroring others, and I personally have just gone through like a 3-month cycle of that in my own household. So I'm feeling you, group 3. I feel you on that. Yep. It cycles within the household. This too shall pass, though. This too shall pass. Okay, we're going to get some of these cards again, or more. Ooh, I'm not remembering, right now I'm not remembering to breathe. My breath is only going in and out of my diaphragm, and I'm not consciously breathing into my belly, so I'm going to take some deep breaths, and really, if you don't know what centering yourself means, that's what that is connecting with your breath and being mindful about bringing it into the belly. If you're having a hard time getting a good deep breath, or you keep yawning, that's another sign. If you constantly yawn after ingesting caffeine or any kind of stimulant, that's another sign from your body that you're not breathing. You're not letting it ebb and flow within you. You're not letting the oxygen permeate within you. It's like your anxiety is stopping it. Partnerships. There's emotional maturity in partnerships. Exactly. These cycles are completing. And that's what you guys were growing through. Not going through, but you were growing through it. And you have grown, okay? There's going to be a new sense of collaboration, though. And whether it's in your family, maybe it's at work, at school, friendship circle, Facebook group, anything else here? Opportunity to practice patience. Okay, if you're one of those who have a hard time, I don't have much patience, I can't tolerate this and that, then you're going to be tested heavily probably in the next coming weeks. But there's new ideas coming towards you, and this might be letting your inner child play, letting some of that inner child mischievous, prankster, playing jokes on people. Whoopee cushions and fart sprays coming to mind. practicality though. So seeing the practical sense in these upheavals that happen within the household and within the systems, within the cycles, I mean. Yep, you're developing your skills throughout it. Excuse me. And there's no need for fisticuffs anymore, okay? The competition card. And also, there might be a need for group 3 not to compare yourselves to other people. Don't compare your family to other people. You're having really high clarity that's going to be coming in for you, though, if it's not already. I was drawn to this deck, so let's see what it's got. Yeah, moon cycles, moon phases. Actually, they want me to read the book meaning to that, so let me get on that. I am recording, right? Yeah. 45 on the timer as I look over. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. So it's like, you know, when there's a sense of you needing to be practical in certain matters, and there's this, you know, whenever you can trust your intuition. Because our intuition, we need our ego, we need our practical and logical mind and our rational minds too to help balance it out. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. Yeah, you're, where's their skill development here that was talking about it? You're reclaiming your power in this. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. Yeah, there's like, also, okay, I see you're having clear seeing and a huge activation in the crown chakra. This information is divinely guided to you, and it's like, oh shit, like really quickly, like you'll just be able to read a room or read their energy, but there's the sense of needing to see the light within it and be like, okay, well, there's a reason why maybe you're seeing somebody's not so pretty true colors, you know, and like, okay, I need to find the light within the situation. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. So the signs the Spirit is giving you are saying your intuition is correct on this. If you're having a hard time trusting your intuition and it's something you don't want to believe or see, ask for a sign. Yeah, you're unlearning. Excuse me. You're unlearning certain things. Unlearning certain ideas you had around what intuition is or was to you or what it was supposed to be. Okay, sorry if you hear my dog in there howling at that freaking train. We can't stay in this mode of an eye for an eye either, though. Karma will take place, okay? Justice will be served. What goes around most certainly comes around. Let's see. Yeah, you just gotta have faith in the situation, in the truth. Have faith in the truth. Creativity, inner child coming out, patience, creative endeavors. Let's see what the back of this card says. Express your creativity. Delight in the mystery of your inner muse. So you might be doing things, trying to find things to keep you busy, keep your mind occupied, so you're not fully being immersed in all the truth that you're seeing, because like some of this stuff can be really shocking, like holy crap, you know. There's a small ghost thing here. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a lily, but it looks like a little ghost child to me. And then there's a white cat. So lilies may be of significance to you, but you're entering these gates of triumph. Group 3, tell the truth. Integrity is the key to living an authentic life. So when also this is coming to mind about telling the truth, something's going to help you speak your truth easier when you can see the truth. And also for others, it's you're able to see the truth in the situation because you've admitted for some things within your own truth, or you've spoken your truth about things too. Don't worry. Do not worry.
Try to find light in something that brings you joy. Writing, reading, creative endeavors. Gratitude, focusing on doing gracious efforts. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. Okay, we've got more cards here. Nurturing yourself, yeah. Practice self-soothing. Getting out into nature. Speaking to Mother Earth. She's communicating. The spirit teams use Mother Earth as well. The truth in your vision quest. So this is what you've asked for, group 3. So now it's like we have to complete these tasks in order, we have to grow and go through these cycles and learn these lessons or see these truths and own up to these matters and take accountability and responsibility for our emotional maturity in these partnerships and relationships. And it's pointing you towards and the upheavals, it's all happening for you, not to you, okay? Because it's bringing out, hold on, what is it bringing out for them? Trust your talent. Okay. A new beginning. Thank you for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. It's bringing in a new beginning. It's going to bring in happiness and joy. You're going to feel content with life. You're going to feel driven. You're going to feel purposeful, like you have a purpose and you're here for a reason. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Ravens coming in. Excuse me. Miss Freya coming in too. Hello, Freya. Thank you. And Jwal Cool. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So you might be seeing actual karma being given to somebody close to you. Or they could be from afar too. But you're actually seeing karma and justice. And this is all part of your great big love because you had the heart. Your heart was in the right spot in some instances. And they didn't much care for that. You brought truth out within people. You brought somebody's truth within. You brought it out within them, and they pointed fingers at you and blamed you. See how she's pointing a finger? So, it's okay. It's all part of the process, part of the grander plan. Yeah, like wolves might resonate with you, too. You might have called yourself a loner wolf in past instances. Could be a very strong spirit animal or guide also. But you're trusting those instincts. You're not alone, group 3. You have the power within you. You have the power on this. And we've got reflection here, and I'm being drawn to get the book on that one too. So obviously it says you've been reflecting, but something significant about winter months too. Because we're going, like, I mean, I'm here in Oklahoma and it's pretty dry here. We've been, like, going through a really hard drought. But then it looks really cold here. He's standing on snow, so something about this winter is going to be very emotionally uplifting and stable for you. This midpoint of winter is not only the shortest day of the year, but also the longest night. They're talking about the winter solstice. Let me get over here to the regular message. Review the past year and ask yourself what the most important lessons you have had to learn are. What you have accomplished, and what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the upcoming year, whether it has been a relatively smooth ride or a challenging series of events. Acknowledge your experiences being the work of Source, no matter what your judgments, fears, or joys are. Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness. Then let it go. Group 2 had forgive yourself. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet, slow time in reflection. Once you feel complete, reflect on your present life, especially focusing on what you are grateful for. When you are finished, consider what is to come, all the different possibilities and potential. Allow your imagination to roam. Get creative with your imaginings in best case scenarios instead of worst case scenarios, okay? These are previews of what that which is gestating and can manifest and grow when cared for properly. Patience and stillness is called for here, for just as the earth's cycles have their own pace, so does this cycle. Again, talking about cycles, moon phases, paying attention to the moon phases and how your moon sign, not your sun sign, but your moon sign is affected. And if you feel inclined to do so, look up your sun sign with the moon sign as well. This is going to happen very quickly, and there's a manifestation coming in for you too. So I have, for those of you who have gotten this message in past readings, I think there's a moonology card that says your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so and they could be talking about manifestations too, because they were for me. And over the summer months, I was like, oh man, it'd be really cool. Like, we've only had one car in the family for a while now, and it's been kind of strenuous, you know. I have to get up and take him to work if I need the car for the day, and it's getting up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm not really big on doing that. But anyways, so I was like, oh man, that'd be really cool if I could get a little scooter or a little like moped or something, so I could just scoot around in town to my little errands, or jet down to the little lake that's down the road from us and whatnot. But a scooter or a moped isn't really practical, especially since the winter months are coming up, right? And so instead, like, we're getting another set of wheels, 4 wheels, a little car on Sunday that we were graciously blessed with the opportunity to purchase. And so it's like needing a practical sense within your manifestations. Like, are you wanting a moped, but yet winter is coming, so we have to be more practical in that sense. We needed something with a roof and 4 wheels on it, right? So that's just an example of something for you guys, group 3. I hope this helps. I hope it resonated for you. I do personal reads. If you're interested, comment below. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and even check out the other social media platforms that are listed below, okay? I have a ton of other videos on this channel as well, so don't be shy to go through there and check something out. If something catches your eye, click on it. And all messages are timeless, regardless of the date and time mentioned or in the title of them, okay? Love and light.